Thomas Henkelmann is said to be the most French of German chefs. Born in the Black Forest and at an early age of 8, started peeling potatoes at his family's restaurant. Thomas worked in some of Europe's finest 3 Michelin-style restaurants. In 1997, Thomas and his beautiful wife Theresa came to Greenwich to open up their own restaurant, Thomas Henkelmann. Today we're going to be cooking some awesome French dishes, starting with a creamy lobster bisque with a black truffle royale, and then for the entree, an Alaskan halibut with a salmon tartar, and for the dessert we're going to be making an awesome German Marzipan Tart with a cherry compote and a delicious black cherry ice cream. So join me, Ashley James. I'm just up to the fish supplier to meet Thomas Henkelmann himself, and we're going to buy some great fish. I'm Chef Ashley James. When I'm not catering to the demands of stars in LA, I'm touring the world cooking with culinary geniuses. Take your gourmet passport and learn how to cook like a master chef and eat like a celebrity.
Funding for Cuisine Culture is provided by
Olivia Care, naturally created from pure olive oil. Available in stores and online.
Alsace wines from France. Alsace Riesling, Pinot, Gewürztraminer, and Crémant d'Alsace. All distinctively dry and aromatic. They pair with seafood, white meat, and Asian dishes. Alsace wines.
Tu vas bien? Très bien. Et toi?
Super bien, merci.
Great. So this is your fish supplier, no?
Absolutely, yes, and my most loyal one too. Alan Pagano.
Alan, delighted to meet you. I've heard quite a bit about you.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Can you show us around?
Ashley
or?
wants to help me buy some good fish.
Okay, we'll show you. Should we start with the fish cooler?
Yeah, let's go on in. Is it pretty cold in
It's a
there,
little
though?
chilly.
Okay. Wow.
This is East Coast Atlantic halibut. This fish is around 36 hours old.
Yeah.
They sent it down from Canada last night. It goes from Canada to Boston and Boston to here.
I can get it in the
And on your table tonight.
Unless you go fishing yourself.
Yeah, I think we should get some, yeah?
I need one.
This is our lobster room.
Wow.
These are £1.5 Canadian hard shell. They're a little heavy.
Yeah.
They're 100-pound crates.
Oh my gosh.
Look at it.
Oh, look at that.
Amazing.
Yeah. That is fresh lobster. I mean, how can you get fresh on that? Look how much it's moving. Some beautiful fresh halibut. It's amazing lobster. I think we can cook something good with that, yeah?
I'm sure we can.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can.
Alan, thank you so much. Pleasure meeting you. Thanks, Alan.
Voilà, Thomas Henkelmann, Homestead Inn, Relais, Chateaux, for chef.
We're back in Thomas's kitchen and we're about to cook 3 of Thomas's signature dishes. We begin with a creamy lobster bisque served with chunks of lobster meat over a black truffle royale. The royale is essentially an egg custard combined with truffle juice and truffle oil, traditionally baked in a bain-marie. The bisque begins with pan and oven roasted lobster heads, which are then combined with a classic mirepoix, chicken stock and heavy cream, then slowly cooked to perfection.
So what? I guess we get started.
Okay, so you teach me, I'm going to help you, of course.
So we're gonna bring the heavy cream to a boil.
Cream.
Yeah, we have the black truffle juice which has been reduced in half already.
Okay, and we're going to add that to the cream, yeah?
Yeah.
So royale, I think we need eggs too, don't we?
Eggs, yes, yes. So the recipe, of course, gonna tell you how many eggs we have here. So they're whole eggs.
Whole eggs.
Yeah.
Whole eggs.
So we're gonna bring the Royale base to boil.
Okay.
Once it's boiling, we season it to taste.
Okay.
Take it off the fire, off the heat.
Yes.
Add the egg yolks, the whole egg, sorry.
Eggs. Salt, pepper, I should imagine, yeah?
Salt, pepper, tiny bit of black truffle oil, and a hint of cayenne pepper.
And actually, what is a Royale? Royale is basically, it's a custard. Obviously with the liquid, the cream, the truffle, and the eggs.
Yep.
It's a savory custard.
Yeah, we have the cooked lobsters, which cooked approximately 7 minutes in boiling water.
This is my technique for the lobster. I always just pull this off here.
Yeah.
Then I take this here, I just pull it out, like so. And then with the back of the knife, and here we go, this beautiful lobster claw, which comes out nice and easily. Look how beautiful that looks.
The heavy cream is boiling here. Let's get in front of here. It doesn't need, I add the eggs now, stir them in.
Okay.
So you pour in approximately 1 to 1/4 ounce.
Okay.
Of course, you can use soup cups, you could use a soup plate to do the same thing.
So you have your glass containers there in a bain-marie. So bain-marie in French, a water bath. And how about the soup then, Thomas?
I have a hot pot here already.
Okay.
Pour in the olive oil.
Extra virgin olive oil. Yeah.
Extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed. Here the lobster heads.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Wow, I helped you with that.
Yeah, thank you.
You can see how fresh that lobster was just by that beautiful color.
So I'm going to turn them over and stick them in the oven at 450 Fahrenheit.
Okay. After they're roasted, we're going to add some vegetables. Is that right?
Yes. So the French term for roasting vegetables, mirepoix.
Mirepoix.
So we have carrots, onions, celery, leeks. Leeks I
Okay.
could separate because leeks, if you put it, it burns very easily. So leeks always goes towards the end.
Yeah. Here we've got these beautiful lobster heads which have been roasted in the oven, and you've added the mirepoix, Thomas.
We added the mirepoix already here. It's nicely roasted also.
Okay.
So what we do now, I add
The leeks.
tomato paste leeks at the same
Okay.
time.
Great.
Stir it through.
Okay.
Keep it for half a minute like this. Then
Yeah.
we're gonna deglaze it with the white wine.
White wine. So
And,
that's going
and
to
of
become
course, deglazing with white wine, all it's for the acidity you want to give to the sauce or the bisque.
dish.
Yeah.
That's very important.
So now we have the chicken stack. Put the chicken
Okay.
stack on top. It's a heavy cream.
And how long are we going to let that cook for, Thomas?
We're gonna bring it to a boil, and afterwards for approximately on low heat for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can take advantage of getting all those flavors out slowly.
It needs that time.
That's right.
Let's bring it over here.
Okay.
Yep.
Very hot. Looks
Now you
outside.
see the center doesn't move anymore like this. It's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. And the aroma there is amazing. The aroma of that black truffle.
Yeah.
Delicious.
What we do here now to finish up the garnish, I let it sit for 1 minute, but we're gonna take one truffle here.
Okay.
Wanna slice it for me quickly?
For sure.
Slice it, julienne it, whatever, however you like it, Ashley.
Okay. There we go.
Looks good. So what
how's
we're gonna
that?
do now, we put a little bit of the lobster meat in the center,
Okay.
on top of the Royale. And you can
A little bit
divide the truffle in
a little
four.
bit of
How it's being presented here, once I have this, I would stick it back into the oven for another, to warm the lobster meat
okay.
for approximately 2 minutes.
Okay. Helps.
So
with
with a lobster bisque, what I do, I use a hand blender, make it very smooth, and I'm gonna look that I get some bubbles also.
What Thomas is really doing is making it
Like
smooth and aerating.
And like Sabiol, so
Yeah.
you don't really get too much of it.
So for sure, when you take off that lid, you're getting that beautiful,
Yep.
the sweet
nice
smell of the
whiff
lobster
of
and
the
the,
flavor,
and the truffle name, the truffle.
Wanna taste it?
Can you let me? I'm gonna try this one. I don't want to spoil your presentation. Oh my gosh, that is so good, Thomas.
Thank you, thank you.
Very, very good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm gonna have to finish it. Thank you, Thomas.
You're being watched. Thank you.
For the main course, Chef Henkelman builds a seafood Napoleon using slivers of fresh halibut, alternating with layers of pickled onion and salmon tartare. He then poaches the Napoleon in the oven with some white wine and serves it on a bed of wilted spinach. For a crowning touch, the Napoleon is topped with a yellow heirloom tomato puree and garnished with a sauce mousseline. What do we need, Thomas, to start off this great recipe?
So here we have some organic heirloom tomatoes. They come from Connecticut, small farmers market in Greenwich. And so we're gonna coarse them quickly.
Okay.
I'll take my other red knife. Some water is boiling already, so we put it into the boiling water right behind here. So once Ashley is finished with the first one, squeeze out the seeds and the soft flesh. We cut them in smaller pieces like a rough brunoise.
Okay.
We're gonna take some olive oil again. And I have prepared some finely diced onions, Spanish onions, sweet onions. Start heating it up. I'm going to strain the tomato juice. The juice, of course, we need for flavor and to keep the tomatoes moist. Over the pot.
Okay.
They're nice and tender.
Right. So all of that beautiful, ripe, chopped heirloom tomato with the onion and the olive oil.
So with the tomato fondue, I like basil. We have a little bit garlic in it. I like coriander a lot.
Yes.
And white peppercorns.
Okay.
It's in a cheesecloth.
So like that we get the flavor, but we don't actually get the ingredients staying.
It's easy to take them out.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna add the tomato juice now to the fondue.
Okay. We're gonna let that cook for about an hour and a half.
Yes. So what we have here, it's a nice fillet of halibut we just got.
Yeah.
It's butchered. We butchered it already this morning.
Okay.
So we're gonna cut it approximately here.
Okay.
Here again. And for this preparation, I'm really gonna use the soup crème.
The soup crème.
The thicker part. Yeah.
Like the finest bit of the fish.
Yeah. Cut thin slices.
So you're going to cut that into 3, Thomas, or maybe 4?
Probably,
4,
yeah.
Okay.
So onion compote, this one it's cooked with white wine, with champagne.
Yeah.
Champagne vinegar, a little bit white wine, needs a touch of butter and a little bit water.
Okay.
Season with salt, and towards the very end with a light touch of honey.
A light touch of honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have fillet of halibut here. What I'm gonna use, it's a bitter lemon juice. Just touch them lightly.
Okay.
Takes the 2 nicest one maybe outside.
Is that what we're going to use for the top?
Yes.
The nicest bit.
This one, white fresh ground pepper.
Okay.
It's parchment paper.
Parchment paper, yeah.
So what we do is
brush it with a little
brush
olive
it with
oil.
olive oil.
And then I put the fish on there.
You set 1 layer on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, just like this.
There we go.
Then with the onion compote.
Okay.
Normally it's more moist, so we took out some liquid already.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's not. We'll take out a tiny bit more. So what we do now, we tap it.
Next layer of
Next
halibut.
layer. So what we're gonna do now, we have Atlantic salmon finely diced.
Yeah.
Try to make them as evenly as possible. Again, a little bit sea salt.
Some white pepper.
A little bit fresh white pepper.
Yeah.
And what do you think it's here?
I think it's coriander, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
You see, I'm getting to know this chef well. He likes coriander.
Those are capers, they're called non-pareil. Some finely diced
Shallots.
Basil leaves,
Yeah.
we're gonna julienne quickly a little
So a
bit.
small chiffonade, a small julienne fine cut basil.
We're going to use a little bit extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do here now is marinated the salmon. We put a thin layer evenly, spread out of the second layer of halibut.
Okay.
We put some lemon juice already on this one, a little bit sea salt.
Yeah.
And now it's a little bit wider, so we make sure we retract it a little bit again to fit perfectly on top.
To make sure it's exactly the same size.
The next step would be just protect it from drying out. Slightly brush it with...
Light brushing of extra virgin olive oil.
I prepare the courbouillon here. Courbouillon, you cook some water, a little bit vegetables, and a little bit white wine with it.
Okay.
So we pour it. Just it doesn't go on the, just covers a bare little button.
Okay.
So yeah, once we are so far, I'm gonna warm it for 20 seconds on the flat top and move it to the oven.
Okay.
For the oven, approximately 6 minutes.
6 minutes,
yeah.
Until it's, because we want it to be not too cooked.
So
Okay.
while it's cooking, we're gonna prepare a quick sauce mousseline.
Sauce Mousseline, okay. So what do we need for the sauce mousseline?
So the sauce mousseline, it's a variation of the sauce hollandaise.
Okay.
It's a lighter variation. So what we have here, it's 2 egg yolks. It's a reduction of champagne vinegar again.
Yeah.
Peppercorns, a little bit tarragon leaves,
Okay.
and shallots.
And shallots.
Yeah.
And then you strained
And
it.
it's the amount it's given on the recipe. So
Okay.
take a small amount of salt, and we're gonna whisk it. And on the side, warming already, the clarified butter. So I put it here.
Clarified butter.
And then we're gonna have some whipped cream here. Just whisk it in, and the clarified butter.
Okay.
Here we have the spinach now. Take a circle, spread it nicely in the center of the plate.
That looks good.
You don't want to use too much. You always can serve a little bit extra spinach on the side.
Absolutely. And I bring the fish over here.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Look at that.
We're gonna use this piece here. I'm gonna take it out.
Okay.
Let's take it out. It's a little bit easier to work with.
On a flat surface.
Yeah. Go below the parchment paper.
Okay. Make sure we take all that paper off.
Yeah.
You don't want to be eating paper with your fish,
Set
do
it
you?
nicely in the center of the spinach. Next step, I would do
Tomato.
tomatoes. Yeah. What we do is just a thin line tomatoes going across the fish.
Okay. Look at those beautiful colors, that bright yellowy orange color, the green, the white.
Next step,
Pink
just
of the
a
Atlantic
tiny
salmon.
bit ciboulette. chives.
Ciboulette, some chopped chive.
Just a thin thread around it.
Okay.
Because with the onions, the spinach, the tomatoes, we have already enough moisture on the plate. Voila.
Beautiful.
And now for my favorite part of any meal, the dessert.
So we're gonna start making the ice cream. So we have here heavy cream and milk,
Okay.
equal parts.
Put the sugar with the egg yolks. A very classical preparation. Making a quick, well, blanchir in French. Blanchir means to turn white, the eggs,
Yes.
sugar. So this is going nice and white, and you're going to pour on.
I'm gonna pour in maybe 10–15% of the liquid
Okay.
on top.
There we go.
We're gonna move the pot back to the heat.
And then put this back. Right.
Mix it in. So with the spatula now, we're gonna keep it on the heat Stir it through a little bit until it gets a certain, like a silky consistency. It needs to bind a little bit. You see how it's getting silky.
That's right.
Silky consistency.
It's getting thicker.
So once you reach this point, you have to strain it right away.
Yeah.
Take it off the heat and strain it.
I think we've all made that mistake once or twice, haven't we, in our careers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to say otherwise, but that's not the case. So what we have here, it's some cherries cooked with some sugar. It's a half sugar, which it states in the recipe. We're going to put them in a high-powered blender.
Okay. Smells good.
Thank you.
Very good.
So we stir it in, mix it through. What a great color already. You don't have to let it rest. You can bring it to the ice cream maker, which is just next by. Turn it on and pour it in.
So that's going to take about 20-30 minutes?
No, it's a powerful ice cream
You've
maker.
got a good machine, yeah?
6-7 minutes max.
That's good, that's great. And here you have a bouquet garni. These beautiful ingredients you have here.
I like spices.
Yeah.
So red wine, port wine, orange juice, orange peel, lemon peel, juniper berries, always feel like they marry well together. So what we're gonna do is we wrap it up, making sure nothing gets lost.
Then
tie it up tightly.
Okay. And actually we have a sauce here. So once you've blended it, obviously this is going to cook 30 minutes.
Yes.
We blend it and then we just strain it.
Yes,
that's right?
that's correct.
Okay, so I'm going to strain that for you.
So what we have here now for the marzipan cream, of course, we start with we have butter, sweet cream butter. Soft already. We put it into the mixing bowl. Mixing bowl with a paddle attachment. On top of it, we put the sugar and we start mixing it. So you have to mix it until again a blanche, that it becomes a whitish color and smooth.
We just rolled out this pâte brisée, sweet dough, and we just lined it very finely.
Yep.
And just making sure that it's beautifully covered the mold, very fine.
Yes, that's correct.
So now we need to finish the almond cream.
And we slowly add the eggs.
If you add the egg too quickly, the mixture is going to split and it's not going to be quite as aerated, so that's why it's very important to add the egg little by little.
Now we add the flour. It's going to stabilize the cream a little bit.
That's right.
And tip of the knife of baking powder.
Great.
Now
then the almond paste, marzipan.
To make our marzipan cream, yeah.
Well, there's your almond cream, and here's my almond cream.
Yes.
And I'm going to strain this one.
So next step.
This is the job of the commie.
So this one, it's a ready almond cream already. So in the pastry bag, small tip. So what we're going to do, we put a small layer on the bottom of the form. What we do now, we bake it for approximately 4 to 5 minutes at 375 Fahrenheit, which we're gonna do right now. Put on a cookie sheet and put in the oven.
Good.
We have the cherry sauce, the strained cherry sauce from before, which we set aside. You warm a frying pan, or pot, put the sauce in it, and
add the cherries, yeah?
Add the cherries.
Look at that beautiful ice cream. It's a little bit soft, but you know, obviously, we actually have one we made earlier this morning.
Yes.
So this is going to harden up in the freezer.
Garnish the plate with a tiny bit of whipping cream. Spread a little bit ground cinnamon around on the edge. So you rewarm the tartlet.
Okay.
Set in the center of the plate. Spoon the cherries in the center. So it looks good.
So good.
Make sure you get some extra sauce on the tartlet.
The best bit.
Yeah.
So all that sauce, that warm sauce, which absorbs into the warm tartlet. So a nice canal of this delicious ice cream. Just look how creamy that looks. How's that, Thomas?
Oh, you did a good job.
It's a good job, yeah?
Yes. Finish it up with
At least 5 years in France, I learned how to make quenelles.
put some powder sugar over it,
Yummy, yummy. Oh my gosh.
and you're ready to go. Voila.
Should we go and share it with your wife, or should we just eat it?
Let's be nice.
I think we better,
Yeah,
because she's
yeah.
a great lady.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
a
yeah.
very special lady.
She
So I
is,
think
yeah.
let's go and sit down and have a glass of wine.
I would like
Okay?
that. We
Great.
do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go. Well, Theresa, look what we've made for you. Just look at that.
So Ashley and myself, we did quite some amazing job in the pastry today.
Yes, you did.
I've eaten some great food. I've made some great new friends.
Well,
I
we
really
loved
did.
having you here, so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Well, I'm Ashley James. This is Cuisine Culture, and I look forward to taking you on another exciting journey soon. Chin chin.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Salud. For recipes, tips, and information about today's program, visit us online at www.cuisineculture.tv.
Funding for Cuisine Culture is provided by
Olivia Care, naturally created from pure olive oil. Available in stores and online.
Alsace wines from France. Alsace Riesling, Pinot, Gewürztraminer, and Crémant d'Alsace, all distinctively dry and aromatic. They pair with seafood, white meat, and Asian dishes. Alsace wines.